Greetings, friends. We're looking at page 893, I think is where we started. Last night's homework. Problem 6, and it says the ages of the first 42 presidents at the time when they first took office are listed. So, blam, there's 42 numbers. It says find the range of the data. Range, by the way, is the highest number minus the lowest number. So what is the highest number? Is 69. The lowest number, I think, was it the 42? Also happened to coincidentally be the number of presidents there. So 69 minus 42 is 27, so that's where that came from. Now it asks a question. It says determine an appropriate class interval. All right, class interval is the range of a given class. So for instance, if my class was like age 40 to 44, my class interval would have been 4 in that case, right? It's the difference from the higher and the lower limits of the class. So, so technically you could have multiple answers here, and depending on what you pick here, it's going to change the rest of that, really, is what's going to happen. So looking at this, I go from age 42 all the way to 69. I think 5 does make the most sense. Maybe you could go up to 10, but then you'd really only have 3 categories, right? Yeah, 40s, 50s, and 60s. So we kind of want to have it at least represent, you know, a handful of the ages that would be valuable to us. So yeah, 5 probably makes sense. Then it says, what are the class limits? And yeah, I would probably have it start at 40. Although if your lowest number is 42, you technically could have it be 42 and then 47 and then 52 if you wanted. So let's see here. Let me pop on over to this frequency distribution here, setup that I've got going. So I've got my list here. The high value is 69, the low is 42. The range is 27, so that all verifies what we were talking about. And I said, yeah, let's have it start at 40. But I just want to point out I could have had it start at 42. If I wanted, and that would have been fine if you'd like. Stop clicking on stuff. No. There we go. So I have it start at 40, and I just want to point out, if I change my interval to 10, it kind of like just clusters all of my data. So I guess like I like to have a decent number of separate bars. If I have it too clustered together, it's not that interesting. And if I have it too small, then, you know, that's not necessarily that interesting either, because it's all just a single age, and that's, I don't know, not that intriguing. So you want to have it enough so that each category will have, you know, a handful of data in it, and you can kind of see what's going on. So then you can see kind of my classes. I've got my limits there for each of those, my low limit, my high limit for each. And then it says find the class marks. What are the class marks? Do you guys remember? Yeah, it's the midpoint of your class. So I actually have this calculating by adding the upper and lower limits together, dividing by 2. I also could have programmed that by hitting equals average. Let's see, I think I missed an R there. Average of these two things. And that would give me the same value. So my class marks are going to be the midpoints of my classes. Now, notice that that's going to be different if I started at a different spot. Let's say I started at 42. Now all my class marks are different, right? Or if my interval was different. Say, I don't know, maybe you like the number 7. It's going to change where all of your class marks land as well. But that's fine. Then let's see. So it says construct a frequency distribution of the data. Frequency distribution, I guess, would kind of look like this and this combined, where I'd have just a table, essentially, is all the frequency distribution is, where between, you know, those two values, right? So for 40 to 45, I've got 2 people. For 45 to 50, I've got 6. You know, that sort of thing going on. I wonder if I should swap those two. No, that's fine. That's fine. But what I will do is grab a snapshot of this. I can do better than that. Nope, apparently not. There we go. Yeah, I'll grab a snapshot of this and throw it in here. Bam, bam. So a frequency distribution literally would have just been like this part and this part of the table, where you've got your class and then the frequency. And then it says draw a histogram of the data. And now technically what I have here isn't truly, actually I should label this histogram or whatever. Histogram. There we go. Now, technically, this isn't a true histogram. Does anyone know why? Yeah, the bars are supposed to be the full width of the class. So, so technically, it fails in that light. I can't actually get Google Docs charts to operate in that capacity. In Excel, I am able to, but Google's, for some reason, their charts they're slowly catching up. They're catching up. But yeah, so the histogram would look something like this, and you can see that the height of each bar represents the frequency. So here's like 2, here's, that's not 3, that's 6. This I'm guessing is maybe 11, 12, right? And you can kind of see each of those represented there, right? So you get an idea of, oh, most people are between ages of 55 and 60 when they became president, right? Right, so there you go, data. And then the last thing it says is, let's see, name the interval. Oh, I just answered. Wait, did I? Name the interval or intervals that describe the age of most presidents. By most, do they mean like what intervals would actually hit above 50% of them? I'm guessing is what they mean by most. So between 11 and 12, that's going to be 23, which is more than half of 42. I'm guessing is what they're looking for. Although, arguably, it just says the age of most presidents. I would guess that most presidents are currently hundreds of years old because they're dead. So yeah. Not where I guess maybe they should have specified the age when they took office, if you think about it. But that'll do. That's just fine. So yeah, between those two classes, you would have most presidents' ages represented. So there you go. So that's the idea behind being able to analyze this data in this capacity. And today we're going to talk about these guys a little bit. It's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. So, thanks for watching, friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.